Gemini. Ooh, the getting is finally getting good, baby, huh? I know it. You don't even gotta tell me. I already know. I already know. It's so good. And it's only about to get better. Mercury is finally direct. By the time you see this, um, he is in Virgo, home, chilling, helping you to really break down all the chaos that you've been experiencing. And then he goes into Libra. And I just feel like your love life is exploding. Just things are just getting so much better. Grab your essentials because we about to go in. I'm so fucking excited for you. You so deserve this. Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2024, baby. Finally, an air sign, an air season. So I know it's going to just feel like a fucking breeze finally. Not in every single sector of life, but the breeze is flowing. There's just a steady, smooth flow. Be sure to check out that Libra season astrology video that I dropped. It has all the important astrological transit dates, but I am going to put you on game in your reading. On September 26th, Mercury, your ruling planet, goes into Libra. And it's all lover girl, lover boy, lover person. Like, what is balance? How can we acquire it? How can we maintain this? Life just gets prettier. Life gets fucking prettier. Hydrate, light it if you need it. I'm so excited. He moves quite a bit. Actually only twice. So from Virgo, I analyze, to Libra, I balance. And then on October 13th, he goes into Scorpio, the sign of I desire. And so there's lots of thinking, thinking about your desires, expressing your desires. And I feel like people are expressing their desires to you. And that's just the kind of validation I feel like you've been needing. There's something about getting that external validation that you've been needing, that Mercury retrograde was trying to get you to give to yourself. But I feel like those of you who have been doing the work gave it to yourself, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, it's coming in from like up, down, left, right, all these sides. Also, you have Jupiter retrograding in your sign this season. Jupiter retrogrades on October 9th. And I love me a Jupiter retrograde. Don't get it twisted. Jupiter is still Jupiter. It's just like there's new facets of luck. There's something about the old way that or old things that you used to do that would make you feel lucky aren't going to hit quite as hard as they used to. And so there's just like new avenues with which luck comes to you, new avenues with which expansion and new philosophies that come in. You need to make sure you are getting out of the house. Need to make sure you are out in the world. That some of y'all need, you're going to be, a lot of y'all in the streets anyway, but you might as well, like, if you're going to go there, go there. And I'm ready to go in. So like I said, hydrate, light it if you need it, as I create a safe space. Clear out that funky ass energy for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2024, baby. It's really, this is basically pre-cuffing season. I would say this is cuffing season. Yeah, we about to hit equinox. And I feel like you got options, baby. And you also have the option to opt the fuck out. To just do you. I'm gonna cuff my motherfucking self. I'm gonna be with myself. I'm going to love on, indulge, take care of, nurture or nourish my motherfucking self. That is always an option. Gemini, please don't ever forget that. Just because you can pull them doesn't mean you should. And I think that's just a rule of thumb in general. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. First card out is the Tower. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. This is just Mars. Chill out. The Tower is just an opportunity for self-mastery. You know, this crown getting knocked off here by a lightning bolt. Lightning is governed by Uranus. Uranus is now retrograde in Taurus, which is your subconscious. It's like the sign right before you. And so there's something about spending more time exploring your subconscious mind, the settings of your subconscious mind. Pay attention to what your subconscious mind has been affirming. Therefore, what values, what beliefs is your subconscious mind affirming? If you have some belief that you're not enough, that's what your subconscious mind is affirming, and it's going to attract you into things, people, interactions that confirm that for you. So it's almost because you're the sign of I think, and it's just like you be thinking, but the way you be thinking is getting like knocked off. There's a big change coming to you. This may have to do with somebody with Aries, Scorpio, or Aquarius placements. I feel like the first thing to be clarified on the selenite throne is your relationship to change, how you respond to change. Do you react or do you respond? There also could be something like what's going on with your relationship with self-mastery. What's going on with your relationship to chaos? How do you respond in the face of change? How do you respond in the face of chaos? I also feel like this is a breakthrough. There's like sudden change, sudden movement, but also this is Mars and Mars left. And so you guys had all this like aggression and motivation and drive. And I feel like now it's like, hey, well, where do you pull from that? Where in your body, where in your psyche do you pull or pull motivation from? Are you aware of where like your source, your personal source? Because Mars isn't there to give you all these extra, like all the extra push. Mars is left and now is in Cancer. And Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I feel like suddenly a new way of thinking, suddenly a new direction, turning your back on chaos, turning your back on people that generated chaos in your life. There all of a sudden, there could be all of a sudden, bam, something new, someone new. And you're like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to feel. What do I do with my hands? You know? So, okay. The Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. So definitely heavy on the Aquarius energy that's in this reading so far. There could be something here about center of the reading is the King of Cups. So this could be somebody that is very emotionally peaceful, that like emotionally soothing, someone that may be a little bit hard to read, somebody that's masterful with their emotions, someone that's affectionate, somebody that I feel like is giving you options. Some of you may have multiple options in your love life, but I do feel like all of a sudden in Libra season, there's enough familiarity, there's enough stability in your life for the pain of the chaos, the pain that the chaos caused is now being broken down. I feel like Virgo season did this for you. Virgo is the sign of I analyze, Mercury being in Virgo. Well, first off, that Mercury retrograded in Virgo, meaning it's time to reevaluate how you analyze. And then Mercury retrograded back into Leo, which was like, yo, you need to rethink what's your tactics when it comes to love and romance and self-expression and competition, and what do you delight in? And then Mercury went direct in Leo. And it's like, are you being authentic? Are you being your whole self? Are you expressing yourself? Are you going to let yourself experience romance? Are you going to let yourself move forward? And then him back in Virgo. Okay, you have all of this new shit to analyze. Let's hit it. Let's process. Let's crunch these numbers. Let's figure out what's truly going on. Let's get past the pride and into the true pain that you've been experiencing, and what this pain taught you, what the chaos taught you, what that all of that door that slammed in your face. All of a sudden, it was like there was something, I guess, that just like all of a sudden didn't go your way. All of a sudden, what the fuck? All of a sudden, confrontation, all of a sudden arguments, all of a sudden, it's whatever it was for you. This is a general reading, so eat the meat, leave the bones. But there's something around, all of a sudden the divine hand was like, here, deal with this. And suddenly you had to figure it out. And now all of a sudden, look at you being assertive, being direct, being funny, witty, your old witty self again, expressing yourself way more clearly, using your words to clarify versus using your words to confuse. I feel like there's been, like, some of you have been doing a lot of journaling. Some of you have been doing a lot of writing. I feel like all of a sudden a book idea, all of a sudden a podcast idea, all of a sudden you know what to say to that person. All of a sudden you feel brave and strong enough to really express yourself and express your emotions. And I feel like a lot of you are drawing in the initial stages of a new relationship. This could be a business partnership. This could be a friend. This could be platonic. This could be in just, like co-workers. But I feel like this is romantic. This may involve somebody else with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces placements. But I do feel, excuse me, I do feel like y'all done found all the audacity. Y'all have been, it's like the audacity to get clear on your worth, the audacity to break free of a lot of the drama that you had been experiencing. The Eight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune are the final two cards. And then we have the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It's just a quick rebirth. Just a little rebirth. Just a bunch of chaos and then some death. And then bam. Pop back out. A whole new you. I feel like a lot of you are way closer and like more deeply in touch with your inner child. I feel like you are able to speak powerful truths. You are able to express yourself. You're standing up for yourself. Some of you are back to being your old snobby selves, your old condescending selves. I feel like some of you have businesses that, excuse me, hydrate. My mic stand is right here. I made my water bottle my mic stand. That was not wise. Okay. Sorry for the mic noises. Some of you have wonderful ideas when it comes to business. And some of you are beautiful writers, beautiful screenwriters, beautiful bloggers, beautiful podcasters. Some of you have you're a Gemini, you're the sign of I think. You tend to have a bit of a gift with words or a way with words. And I feel like it's time to do something about that. A lot of you just, dear diary, today Jonathan said blah, but I feel like there's something about, some of you have a whole book in you. Some of you have like poetry, prose, whatever it is. I just feel like you're in this position, and this retrograde, this Jupiter retrograde in your sign is putting you in the position to like remember your skills, remember your talents, and to actually do something with them. I also feel like whatever this tower moment is, Don't be fucking petty. I feel like a lot of you have already experienced the tower. This is like a recovery from the tower, the remnants of the tower, the data to extract from the tower. But if there is some sort of sudden something that happens, do not be fucking petty, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Do not like you have to fucking rise above. This is your sign. I'm telling you now, there are going to be instances in Libra season where you need to take the high road. And you can speak your truth and you can be direct without being a dick. Most of you are going to opt into being a dick. And that's fine. I love that about you. But I just feel like some of you have been keeping yourselves so bound in the realm of your mind that you forgot who you are a little bit. You forgot what you're capable of a little bit. You forgot your power a little bit. I also want to say, for those of you who are in a relationship and everything is going beautifully and like this person, oh my God, this is perfect, this is everything that I wanted. Or some of you are just like, this is too good to be true. I'm letting you know now, regardless of where you fall on that spectrum, you do not need to put your romantic partner as your number one priority. You cannot live for, breathe for your romantic partner. It's just unhealthy. And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune, this is Jupiter showing up. I told you Jupiter retrograde is still just Jupiter, baby. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. But the Wheel of Fortune is also the most symbolic card in the deck. And expansion comes by way of studying, by way of learning. They all have a book and they all have wings. There may be somebody with Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo placements, Sagittarius or Pisces placements as well, playing a big role. There's a lot of people. There's 3 court cards. There's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. You know what I mean? And you are the most social sign. Well, you and Libra, I feel like, are the most social signs in the zodiac. And I just feel like you're finally feeling like your old self again. You're being social. You're out in the world, out in these streets. And it's just important now, if you're being social, that you mind the company that you keep. Are the people that you're surrounding yourself with of the caliber that you are? Or are the people you associating with where you're trying to, like, at the level that you're trying to get to? Because if all your people just want to party and bullshit, then that's what you're going to end up doing, even if you want to be successful. And, for some reason I keep hearing streaming. I don't know what that is for some of you. May need to start doing live streaming. Some of you may know what that is. They could be going down a stream, exposing yourself to more water. There could be something that's happening on live stream, something that you catch somebody. Funny that when I talk about catching somebody, my mic dies. What you doing? What's going on, Gemini? Are you the one about to get caught doing some shit? I'm just letting you know. If you out here doing dirt, you will get caught. And it's weird. I don't know where the live stream thing came from, but it's like some of you get caught live or get caught in action, or you catch someone in like live in action, or you see something live in action. There's something for some of you about live streaming that reveals something important. You may catch a life-changing live stream in some sort of way. I don't know. I'm already excited about clarifying this over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, me and the ethical cult are going to clarify all these cards. There's a tier for weekly readings. There's a tier for daily readings. There's all kinds of astrological content out there. So, holla at your girl. Come join the crew. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. But for those of you who are claiming to be broke and using your words, which are spells, to put that on you, check me out over on Instasham for free shit, at JustJ_everything. TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website where you can book personal readings with me. But yeah, I'm already excited to clarify these cards. I want to zoom out. So the reading is bookended by major arcana. So I feel like Libra season starts with a bang and ends with a bang. I mean, the tower being a literal bang. There is just something unexpected. There's something here about how you respond to change, understanding like you have whatever this sudden change is, it's an opportunity for you to expand yourself, for you to grow yourself, because there is this leveling up that's happening within you. I feel like you expressing yourself, there's clarity of the mind. If you're confused about anything, you just need to ask about it. And some of you are with someone now, or you have someone around who is an open book, and all you have to do is ask. I feel like this person is very supportive, very loving, and some of you may be like, this is weird, this is too good, I don't know what to do with this. And it's just like, okay, that's what you keep speaking out over yourself. You know, the Eight of Swords says that there is this brand new cycle in the realm of the mind that is available to you, should only you realize how loose these binds are. Break out of these bitches, take the blindfold off, and you'd see none of these swords are impaling you. There's just thoughts, words, legalities, mindsets that have kept you stuck, that have kept you, bound. I feel like some of you are so set on something. And now that there's this whole new chapter in relationship to luck, now that there's this whole new season of your life, you're like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to proceed. I don't know how to move forward, but you do. And that was another thing that came through for you, Gemini. There was something big about visualization, letting yourself spending time visualizing what it is that you want, and let it be playful. Let it be just you playfully visualizing in the realm of the mind. I feel like some of you have a business idea and you need to invest in marketing on social media, like that little boost button or whatever. Go ahead and start boosting the content, the things that you're creating, boosting your ideas. Some of you may be getting a social media manager. Some of you may be getting someone who, or coming up with a new marketing strategy. I feel like it's worth investing in a new strategy ultimately. And that's what Jupiter is doing for you. It's forcing you to reevaluate your life strategy and how you're going about things and who you're hanging out with. I think that's a big thing with Libra season 2. New people and a higher caliber of person, a higher caliber of partner want to come in. And I feel like it's suddenly abundance. There is a new season. The closer we get to Scorpio season, and especially when Mercury, your ruling planet, goes into Scorpio on October 13th, I feel like all of a sudden it's interesting to me that the card that requires your sight, the card that is the most symbolic in the deck, the card that precedes it, is someone blindfolded. To get all these messages, to get all this insight, to get all this new luck, to get this expansion, to understand what season you're getting ready to enter into, you need your sight. And so don't blind yourself to where you're going. Don't blind yourself to how lucky you are. Some of you are thinking, oh, some of you have been saying some really self-limiting things about yourself. Some of you have actually bought into some really self-limiting beliefs during that retrograde. I feel like even before the retrograde. But some of you have really been questioning who you are, questioning your worth. And the Wheel of Fortune is spinning, turning in your favor. And I feel like some of you, okay, there may be somebody with Pisces or Sagittarius placements that has had you looping in your fucking mind, has had you spinning your wheels. And you were not seeing this person clearly. I feel like they weren't seeing you clearly. And I feel like all of a sudden there's oh, but I want to expand. I see you now. I want to do, and I just feel like you may be stuck in your head about where to go with this person. And I just feel like when people show you who they are, believe them. And for my folk who identify as women, don't let nobody leave you twice. Absolutely not. Don't give nobody gets the opportunity to shit on you twice. Absolutely not. Okay, so there, for some of you, there is an Aquarius, an Aries, or a Scorpio that comes in with a fucking bang, or someone fiery comes in with a bang. They know what they want. This could really throw you off kilter, and you may be in a position where you're quite guarded, or something happens to propel you forward. That something happens that puts you in fuck it mode, and you're just like, I'm just going to be my whole self. I got this one life in this beautiful body. I might as well just be myself, and I might as well just let my heart open. I might as well just dive in. And I feel like if you do that, there's someone there to catch you. But you don't need to go in it and do that expecting someone to catch you. Expect to fall into the divine and watch the divine manifest through a partner, through an investor, through, a business partner, through a confidant, through a mentor. I do feel like there's someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that is very much so like has their eye on you. They may not be talking about it, they may not be expressing themselves as like clearly as you'd like, but that's why it's enticing you and drawing you in. Someone around you is very curious about you. I also feel like there is a soothing, peaceful, masculine presence in your life. And a lot of you, I just heard Kalani's not used to it. Some of you are getting treatment and you're like, I haven't been here. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to someone like being trustworthy. I'm not used to, like somebody being romantic or giving me gifts or whatever it is. Some of you are just not used to being your whole selves and being like loved fully. So a lot of you are used to wearing a mask and being loved. A lot of you are used to contorting yourself. A lot of you Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising are used to letting your other twin out, and that's the one that the partner or the person is drawn to. And the other, while the other side of you is bound up, gagged and bound somewhere. And I just feel like there's someone that's like coming in that loves you, flaws and all. And then at the end of Libra season, there's another like juicy, ooey gooey surprise that's coming in. There's like a new season that you're starting. Especially when Jupiter goes, I mean, especially when Jupiter retrogrades in your sign. I feel like there's all these like happy accidents. There's like this brand new cycle with luck. Some of you, I feel like also, whatever business idea that you have or whatever career goal you have, your luck with it, and like the turning point happens after you start studying that thing. A lot of you are like, I already studied, blah, blah, blah. Keep fucking studying. There's more for you. It's like, even if you just like are going to the library, or you go to, a different campus, or you go to a different like college library or something of that nature, I feel like luck changes by way of you studying, going to a class, going to uni, going to, getting a certification. Something really changes whenever you reach for expansion. And we're going to clarify that over on Patreon. But either way, there's this, I got a new attitude. There's a new you, new year, new me, baby. It ain't a new year, but like that's how it feels, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I just feel like there's a rebirth, and the old you had to fall, be decimated, break its neck, and then all of a sudden there's this massive rebirth that's happened within you. In Scorpio season, your ruling planet is going to go into Sagittarius. And then that's going to usher in a whole new understanding. But either way, I am hungry to clarify these cards, so I'll see you over on Patreon. All the links are in the description box below. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.